with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And, of course, Carmelo Anthony. Here we go. And so off the tip, it's Toronto. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Both of these teams, Grant, very efficient, striping it from distance. You know they're going to let it fly tonight.
Let it fly indeed, BA. Get your popcorn ready because there's going to be a lot of shooting from downtown. Both these teams have great shooters, very efficient. They move the ball. They use the three-point line to their advantage. So if you want to see a lot of scoring, a lot of great shooting, this is the matchup to watch.
Spread it out, let it rip. Wade. That one a little long. Outside Love. Pass to George. And George with the jam.
Well, Kevin Love just has a great feel for the game. He has a strong understanding of their offense, and he's a very willing passer. That's why you see what you see there.
Takes it inside. Great D that time from Porzingis. And here are the Raptors now. Carter. And the layup falls. Carter's got his second basket of the game.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered. And Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Oh, there's the alley.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them. I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Outside Love. Back to Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
Charlotte on D. They trail by 7.
That miss aside, they're off to a strong start at the offensive end.
Amazing when you're 7'3" with great instincts. You create an opportunity to get the putback. Nice work, Kristaps Porzingis.
Now here's Parker. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Pass to Lillard. From deep. No luck on that one. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. 5 to shoot. Driving in. Lays it in off the pretty line.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
They've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, I like how Jeremy Grant continues to work on his game. The jumper is coming along, and he remains an exceptional defensive player.
Or just watching Lillard play, you feel like he can take over at any moment, Grant. A few shots fall for him, then all of a sudden he's going for 50.
50, maybe 60. I mean, Lillard has that killer mentality. When he feels his shot is on, or he can't be guarded, he throws it into a whole nother gear. It's part of what makes him one of the best closers in the league.
Now here's Love. Well, he hasn't scored yet. Oh! Hammers it home!
So nice.
Now, Paul George was an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
And it's Toronto's ball. Pass to Carter. And he lobs it up top. To the wing on the left. Stolen by Parker. Here's Wade. Misses the slam off the fast break.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
Smith with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. They swipe it. There's 42 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Love. Lets the three fly. Knocks down the long J.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Here's Parker. It's hauled in by Hughes.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And a fast break now for the Raptors. Love. It's good on the putback. Love's got 5 now.
Elite rebounder has always been a descriptor of Kevin Love's game. This guy takes tremendous pride in that aspect.
The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the score. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Raptors, this has been a game they've wanted to have.
With their offense clicking on all cylinders, they own that first quarter.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Ryan, the Raptors have one of the most loyal followings. None more so than superfan Nav Bhatia, who's barely missed a home game since the beginning. Last year, he was the first fan in NBA history to receive an authentic championship ring. Not only that, he was honored by the Basketball Hall of Fame in their new Superfan Gallery. Guys, pretty sweet.
No question. Allie, thanks. The first free throw is good. And Grant, a player's under 25. Who has the best chance to be a top 5 player in this league, you think?
BA, that's a tough question right there. Almost not fair. I mean, look, you have so much talent, young talent in this league. I think of Zion Williamson, Jason Tatum, Devin Booker. But I'm going to go with Luka Doncic. That kid is special.
Well, the aggressiveness of Russell Westbrook setting up that bucket right there. This guy knows how to find the best shot possible.
And it's the Hornets on the break. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Westbrook's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Lillard up top. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. It's tipped.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Timeout called, the Raptors. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
And the Hornets with possession here. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And so here is Toronto. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
To the left wing. Five on the clock. And it's Porzingis penetrating. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Wow, that's the mobility of Porzingis gliding in for the finish.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Raptors.
Yeah, the #1 recruit in 2012. I remember when Noel announced his college of choice, he turned to show viewers the UK shaved into the back of his head. I loved it. Everyone at Kentucky assumed he was a one-and-done prospect, and you know what? They were right.
To halt the run, and then Harden with the jam.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Carter, good. Yeah, despite tearing his ACL against Florida, Noel declared for the 2013 draft. Did not, however, go in the top 5.
Teams knew that he'd probably have to rehab for an entire year. Plus, there was this feeling that he'd also have to rebuild his jump shot as well. But all of that turned out to be true. And you look at him today, he's a much more complete player.
Outside Harden. Driving inside. And no good. Great D that time from Porzingis.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
From the baseline. And the Raptors getting another bucket right there.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Pass to Noel. Here's Westbrook. Toronto grabs the miss.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Lillard left side. To the inside. Love. And he comes up with a bucket. Love's got 7 points.
I just love the ball move.
Harden from outside. Shot's no good by Noel.
Well, Nerlens Noel is going to take quality shots. Nice to see him being aggressive.
Here's Toronto now. They're on a 16-4 run. .24 seconds left in the second period.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Connects from downtown. He's got 5. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. Here's Carter. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Raptors out in front, delivering the... And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Outside Harden. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Porzingis.
A great job to establish position and square up.
So both teams changing it up here. Parker outside. Grant outside. The 3. Porzingis grabs the board. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
On the attack, Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Here's Wade. No good that time. Nice D from Valanciunas. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
And Lillard puts up a deep 3. Can't get it to drop. And the Hornets going the other way now. Parker inside. And a nice finish on the layup.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Well, Grant, when you joined Orlando, there was a very real possibility of forming a super team. Do you ever wonder what might have been?
Oh, B.A., I wonder all the time. You had a great young player in Tracy McGrady emerging into a star. And if I could have just stayed healthy at a time in the Eastern Conference when it was really wide open, I think all the time what could have been, but unfortunately it never happened because of that persistent ankle injury.
And both free throws good for Lillard. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Parker. Pure from three-point range. Parker's got 7 points for the quarter.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
To the right side. Down low. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. It's good.
And that mid-range J is automatic. I mean, Lillard loves getting room to fire these off.
And he's going for the oop here.
Showing that rebounding isn't all about size. It's about will and effort.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game. The Raptors making a switch here. Out left to the wing. Here's Smith. And he drives in. Ooh, rejected by Horford. Here's George. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
And he drops the first. The Raptors making a switch here. George hits them both. And it's the Hornets with the ball. And here's Parker. He's got 7. And he gets the bucket.
They seem to concede that shot, and his response is, thank you very much.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The league resumed this season with a reduction in revenue, approximately 40% of which usually comes from gate revenue and attendance. That's required compromises from all of the stakeholders. And as eager as everyone is for the return to normality, it's a process and a painful one for the league's pocketbook.
Yeah, that's right. Good point, Allie. Thank you. Wade. Three-pointer off the mark.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Oh, George with a steal. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover.
Well, how about the opportunistic Jeremy Grant taking it strong on the drive? Love it.
And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Time called here. The Raptors decide to talk it over. .105 left in the third. Fast break, here we go. And the shot goes in. Parker's got 11 points.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Horford outside, inside. Pass to Valanciunas. Now Horford. It's George on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Screen by Horford. And again, Toronto, no good. And here are the Hornets now, trailing by 19. Into the lane. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Boy, and when Dwayne Wade is driving, the defense is always on high alert. It feels almost like contact is inevitable.
He hits the second from the line. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Valanciunas sets a screen. Up and in on the layup.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Iguodala outside. Pass to Hughes. Stolen by Parker. For three, Gordon. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Lillard with the ball. Driving to the basket. Porzingis for three. Fires in the triple.
Well, Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him.
Harden drives in. The three. Here's Daniels. Right outside. The floater. Takes a three. For three, Westbrook. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Now here's Lillard. And Nerlens Noel picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. You know, Grant, a few years ago, the NBA moved up the trade deadline to before All-Star Weekend. So it's had some effects. The trade deadline is earlier. There's the buyout market involved as well. Teams really can change their roster in different ways now.
Yeah, they really can change their roster, and that's important for teams as they prepare for the stretch run ending the season post-All-Star Weekend. But the bottom line, I think it helps the GMs and the front offices because you know what? They can enjoy their All-Star Weekend now. Before, they had to wait until after All-Star Weekend to execute a trade. They get it done now, and then now they can enjoy their week off during the All-Star break.
Ah, now we get the real story. Very nice. Right with the ball. And that's Love picking him up defensively. Outside for Harden. With the teardrop. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance. You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Hey, yo.
Harden misses.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Oh, a really deep three that time. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Pass to Noel. Here's Daniels. Shots blocked.
Well, Kevin Love, such a smart defender. Send it back.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Lillard. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. James Harden picks one up. And in a game where titles can turn on a single possession, you hear coaches and players talk about certain plays that haunt them. Doris, can you relate?
Well, B.A., the margin between winning and losing is often razor thin. Think no further than the Mike Conley wide open three in the series against Denver in last season's playoffs. They had a 3-1 series lead. If he makes the three-point shot, they move on. And yet that thing rattles down and out. It was a matter of inches, and their season comes to a crashing thud. Of course, this is why we love sports. The incredible highs and the absolutely soul-crushing lows.
Three-pointer, Harden. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Things are really going Harden's way. When he's on a roll, his shooting ability just explodes.
Here's Lillard. Here he goes. Porzingis for three. Outside for Love. Pass to Carter. 6 on the shot clock. There's the three. They grab their own miss. Great positioning on the putback.
When you're 7'2", you can play at a whole different altitude.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Raptors.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
VA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Grant, we saw a big change to the NBA All-Star format in 2020. You were on the call of that game. What was your take on the new setup?
The new setup worked to perfection. And I have to admit, BA, I was a little bit nervous and a little skeptical about this new format, but it worked. The players were competitive in the fourth quarter. The fans in the arena, the broadcasters, people at home, everybody was on the edge of their seat watching this battle go back and forth where ultimately Team LeBron's team won the game. I'll tell you what, though, it speaks about the NBA's willingness to be creative, to be innovative, and not be stuck in so-called tradition as the game has evolved and changed through the years. So kudos to the NBA, but also to the players for making it a memorable All-Star weekend.
Something that's here to stay.
I agree. With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Now Noel. Love with the defensive effort. So no problem for Toronto as they get the win, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For